Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Prominence 2 Modern Minecraft, where today we building a creeper farm. And I have a very good location that's actually not too far from where we are. If we go down to Seymour's area, it is nighttime. Let me sleep. I said let me sleep. Oh hey look, red dragon. But yes, Seymour's has done a little bit to kind of encapsulate his area, his and Metanoke's, and he told me he got a red dragon. I want a red dragon. Not really. I don't really care honestly, but he's still in the process of moving things around. As you can kind of see, there's a floating sheep pen and this stuff. So yeah, but that's not where we're going. We're actually going all the way up here into this ocean where we can be far enough away from any source of land and have a very good creeper spawn rates. So I need to go this way, not that way. And I'll meet y'all over there. Alrighty, here we are, high in the sky. Not a very good view, honestly, because things are loaded or like unloaded. I think I can actually increase that on my end, at least. Can I increase you to say 20? That's a little better. That's a little better. Yeah, I can see more of that. I think the server though is like at like 24. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But we are 128 blocks up in the air, so anything below this point, like below where my andesite casings start, will not spawn. So that is why I needed to go at least this high up. But the farm is actually going to be just a little bit more above me. And hey, we got the magic number over on our map. 191. That's me, Dorkman191. But let's get to building this farm, shall we? And that's it. That is the farm fully completed. I see that I've messed up just a little bit. Oh, hey, watches the creepers and things just fly right off the screen, and not all of them make it into the killing chamber, but that's something I can fix pretty easily with a few walls and whatnot. But essentially, this is the farm. Just gotta, you know, do a little tweaking here and there, but things, mainly creepers, and apparently that trapdoor isn't fixed. Oh, I forgot a hole. I'll fix that. But creepers and spiders at the moment will spawn on these platforms, and then whenever this hopper clock goes off, it'll activate that dispenser, or well, that observer, which will then fire that dispenser. Things will spawn on these platforms. Hopefully they'll do it now. Looks like they're spawning mostly on the top platform. They shouldn't be spawning below me, but... Huh. Oh, yep, things are spawning. Not on every platform like I thought they would be. And not very fast. I guess I do have to dig out underneath the world because the world is checking for spawnable places. But, yeah. They'll spawn, they'll get pushed off by the water, and they should then go down into here where they hit on some damage plates and even a player damage plate, just on the off chance there's something that, yeah, see, there I go. Then they get collected from all these hoppers, and they go into one of these barrels. Oh, hey, there they go. But the farm is working. Alrighty, so some time has passed. I've spent some time AFKing and doing other things that I will get into in just a moment. There are particles coming off of me and into that eye. I've never noticed that. But ignoring that for a moment, let's look at the gunpowder, shall we? I've got about 3,000 odd gunpowder from the farm that's out that way, I think. It's to the north, so yeah, out that way. But the issue with that is it takes 5 gunpowder and 4 sand, so let's grab some of that, to make a piece of TNT. So if we divide this 35 by 5, so, or 3,500, yeah, so it's about 700 TNT, which 700 TNT is actually not that much when you count the fact that you go up to almost 100. So you're looking at, what, 12 sacks of TNT? And that can go by pretty quickly. So what I'm thinking, I'm just going to make all the TNT. That's what I'm doing right now. So what I'm thinking I'm going to end up having to do is taking my TNT, the the Entropininium. Oh, my camera account is on for a reason. He's out there actually looking at the farm. Yeah, the Entropininium. What? Entropinium? Yeah, that guy, which uses the TNT, will be for when we need a lot of mana really quickly. So when I'm down there and I'm doing things, the TNT will be the mana will be supplied by the TNT. But passively, we're going to be using lava. So when I'm not on the server, I should say, not when the server is off, when I'm off the server, we'll be supplying lava up into this section, and we'll have the thermal lilies. I think they're thermal lilies. Let me check. Generating floor. Yeah. These guys. A thermal lily is a lava flavored counterpart to the hydrangeas. So we'll have those guys running passively when I'm not on the server, and we'll have the TNT when I am on the server. That way we can take care of everything just fine. But something else kind of happened. I'm an idiot, and I realized I'm an idiot when I came up with this plan to have the passive and the TNT, and I don't know, something bugged me about my TNT farm. Just, it wasn't producing fast enough, so I went and I looked at a YouTuber by the name of Impulse, and I saw he did a quad creeper spawner. I was like, oh, that might be why. Let me go look up the actual tutorial that he does. I went and looked at it, and yeah, it says do a quad, but it also says to do a quad not in the sky. It says to do a quad right above the water, and you be up in the sky, because that way you're all the way up here. This is now the new AFK spot. That was the old AFK spot. This is the new one. I stand here, and that's right in between these two farms. And as you can see, I did actually make a second farm. I tore down this one from up here, moved it down there, built a second one off from it. So I plan on making it a quad, having 4 of them, but for right now, I can't make another one. I can't do it, man. It was so much work. But I'll stay up here, I'll AFK for a while and get a lot more. And from just the 15 minutes that I was testing, oh yeah, it works very well. I should probably float. But as you can see, they're now powered by a redstone link from Create. And oh, what is that fish? What's that fish? Splashtail. Okay, cool. Haven't put a platform down here because, well, I just built this and it was just like, I'll build a platform later. But if we look in here, you can see I've already gotten quite a bit just from 15 minutes, and that's just in that one. I don't know how much is in this one. Wrong one. A little bit more. So we've got like 2 and 2, almost 3 stacks. Yep. And if we come up here, oh, I'm putting, I forgot some torches. But yeah, I got these guys. They'll now spawn way faster because they are lower to the ground, and that's the way spawning works. Spawning starts at bedrock and then works its way up to the sky. So it has to check until it reaches all the way up to where it was. That's why I wasn't seeing so many spawns. But here, down this close, I'm seeing so much more, so I will be getting stop pushing me. I will be getting so many more spawns just from my AFKing up there. So yeah, that's what I did in that time. But now let's go set up the actual flowers. The hardest flower in the game, you say? I don't think so. Mainly, they say this mainly because it is classified as a semi-automatable flower, because placing lava and this accounts for vanilla and this mod, like the Botania. That's what, you know, they call it a semi-automatable. Well, they don't account for infinite lava, and they also don't account for pipes, which actually, I believe that one, yep, that one specifically is actually bringing lava over to this area. And I'm trying not to show it too much, but this is essentially the setup that we're going to be using for the thermalily. Except not fully. I actually want to kind of hide this underground, like under here. But this is just up here so I can show you the mock-up of what it is. So it says in the book you can adjust the cooldown. Yeah, You can tell how long its most recent cooldown period lasts with the redstone comparator, 20 seconds for each level of strength. I don't want to deal with that. So what instead, we are in a claimed chunk, so it's going to be running 24/7. And so what we can just literally rely on this and just put a comparator on one of these mana pools, and then that'll just keep this whole system off if it's full. If it's not, it'll allow this to run. But what happens is this. Say the thermalily is like right here, and it's picked up this lava bucket, or this source of lava. It's like, ah, thank you for drinking me. What happens is, boop, it drank it. It activates this guy, which then sends a pulse to this pulse repeater, which waits for, it says 10 seconds, but will be changing later. This guy will extend. Okay, that was really quick. Let me say it and then show it. This observer watches the lava. It sees whether there's lava there or not. When it takes the lava away, this guy will be like, oh, something happened. Send a pulse to this guy, which is a toggle. This toggle then powers this pulse repeater. This pulse repeater will wait for what will be 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it'll send a pulse to this guy, which will hold a pulse for 5 seconds, which will turn this guy off for 5 seconds. And this is just for wireless means. I think I can honestly, I don't have to have wireless means. I think if I just go down there and place all this stuff in the way I can, I won't need a wireless, because the clutch right here, because that's what's going on here, is a clutch is stopping lava from continuing to come up. So we've got lava coming in all the way right there. And then this is being stopped. The clutch is stopping it from going any further until it gets unpowered. So let me, I think I explained everything properly. Let me bury this in the ground, and let's actually build the hardest flower in the game. Before that, though, I'm kind of dumb and completely glossed over this. So this is actually my automated living rock and living wood situation. So basically what's going on here is I have deployers underneath the dirt here to place stone and wood logs here, because I've got an automated tree farm over there and automated stone over there. So I just routed it all over here. They place them. They turn into living rock and living wood. Then I got these smart observers from Create looking for those blocks. When they turn, it'll send a signal to these redstone links, both separated by their types, up to this guy. This guy is a sequenced gear shift, and he's set for a piston. Now, you have to account for some chicanery with this guy. I hate it, but you have to. But these pistons will drop down, break these guys. But because there's only 3 shafts, it'll only go 1, 2, 3, and break all those. And same for this. You know, go 1, 2, 3. At furthest, it'll go like to this block, because it's 1 block, 2 blocks, 3. But with the chicanery we have to pull for the actual breaking of the blocks, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. But either way, it'll collect all the stuff because we have a barrel right here. So all the stuff all the 8 of these will collect up in here. And then we have a portable storage interface, which will kissy this guy, kind of like it is here. It'll do that, and then barrel into there, into there. Now we have an overflow system just to make sure that this doesn't, continuously try to pump out living wood and living rock. We have a threshold switch, which I still don't fully understand these guys. These guys give me kind of a headache. But these guys, what they do is they check for how full this is. And right now I have it set to kind of like right here. I could put it all the way, but yeah. But once it reaches its threshold, it turns on a signal, which then it goes up to another clutch right up here, which would stop the whole system from working. So that's what that is. Now let's go get another manifold to put on here so that we can make those runes for the hardest flower in the game. Alrighty, so I think I got all the things I need for the runes, at least, because I'm going to need a rune of fire and a rune of earth. And it's actually pretty simple. I do have some mana in here. How much do I have? That should be enough, but I'm going to grab another thing of coal. And throw it on to these guys. Yeet. Okay. I didn't think there was lava in here, that's why I actually did that. But what I should be able to do is this one will be the earth, this one will be the fire, and you will need living rock. It doesn't show it, but regardless, when you make runes, you will need another piece of living rock. So you just toss these guys onto there. And then, oh, wait, do I not need living rock anymore? Because before I needed living rock thrown on top as well. I'm gonna throw it just in case. But you can see it's ticking through it. And we're not using a whole lot of mana, so that's good. Okay, yes. See in the right corner it says a living rock and my wand. So you need to throw a living rock and right click. And boom. Drop pop candy. We get 2 runes of earth. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, and if I've, haven't misread which mod version we are, when you use the runes inside this guy, the runic altar, they will not get consumed. But when you use them in the petal apothecary, they will get consumed. So we go for fire. So let's see. Come here. Okay, we'll be good on that. Okay, so now we go blip, blip. Oh, sir, stay on there. And then flip. Didn't even see you get on. Also, say hello to YouTube. But yeah, we've got our 2 runes that we're gonna need. So we need to hide the tube you. We want the thermalily. We're gonna want orange petals and a red petal. So we do petals. We want not the white, the red. Only 1 red, and 2 orange petals. And then we want a bucket of water. A bucket. I know I have a bucket of lava on me, and then I can honestly get rid of the lava because it's infinite, but... And then seeds. Alright, so we do this. Take the water. We throw 1 of you. 1 of you, 1 of you, 2 of you, and throw our seeds. And we got the thermalily. Now, just to, we probably want another mana spreader really quick, just to see that this is gonna work. So we're gonna put this guy right here. And do this to this. And shiboom. Yep, it's working. And now this is kind of wrong, but we want this at 5 minutes. But now that lava's gonna go to waste. But it's whatever, lava's infinite. But it is feeding. Wow. Look at that. It just keeps filling. And it just cooled 8 and cooled. It's cooling down. So, yeah, it wasted that last piece of lava. But this cycle started again. So, technically, I could just walk away from this and it's good. But I'm not going to. I'm going to make this look prettier and, you know, yeah, move all that stuff downstairs. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, so I've gone ahead and prettied a few things up. Also added in this comparator to stop the thermalily. But speaking of stopping the thermalily, there used to be an observer here. There's not anymore. This guy eats the lava so quickly, I don't have time. Like, the detector doesn't have time to actually realize, oh, hey, lava was placed. It just doesn't. So I've got it on a continuous loop downstairs. See, I got it on a continuous loop. And then right... Oh, I'm standing right on it. This, that comparator feeds into that redstone link. This redstone link is right on top of this clutch, which then, if that link is full, the clutch stays off, and this clock just kind of runs in perpetuity, which kind of sucks for a server, but I mean, it's low, so, and it's just us three, speaking literally, all three of us are on, but they're AFK. But this also gave me a little problem that I had to clean up. You can see that there is no wood or stone here, and that is because the smart observers here were detecting the logs and stone when they changed, and they sent a signal to the sequence gear shift. But the gear shift, when I took out enough of the living rock and the living stone, or either way, I said that all wrong, but when I took out enough of the stuff, because I was making decoration box and whatnot, when I took out enough, it still didn't re-kickstart the system. So I'm like, wait, why is that? It's the sequence gear shift. The sequence gear shift, for whatever reason, is just so picky with its redstone signals. So, yeah, I had to move the clutches downstairs. And speaking of downstairs, I made a copycat trapdoor thanks to Create Copycats. So now I have a hidden entrance down into my maintenance area, where I have a very simple AND gate. When both the living wood and the living rock are full, they'll turn off these two torches, which then powers or unpowers this redstone line, which unpowers. Yeah. It basically turns this redstone torch back on, which it then activates a clutch right here, and I had to move some stuff around. Hey, look, you can see the timer a little bit better down there. But yeah, this is the underneath. This is where all the deployers are, and they are currently turned off. So that's gonna be about it for this episode. Actually, I got the thermalily all running. I got the the on-off switches for the mana pool. This guy is now working properly and better. The only thing next to make is the actual orchid. This guy is going to require quite a few petals, but those I'm not too worried about. It's the pixie dust, the rune of greed, and the rune of pride that I'm worried about. I'm not even worried about the redstone rune, because that's just grass and redstone. But the rune of pride requires a rune of summer, which requires a rune of earth and air. And then, yeah, rune of greed requires a rune of spring, a rune of water. And rune of spring is fire and water. Yeah, so there's a few different kind of runes that I'm gonna need to, make. And I can't even automate them right now because trying to automate that's just going to be a pain. But yeah, let's start working towards the pixie dust. We'll worry about the runes later because the runes will be quick and easy enough to do. But this pixie dust requires the elven trade, the elven gateway, which is a whole craft in of itself. So we'll get to that next time. Thank you everybody for watching. I've been Dorkman191. This has been Prominence 2 Modded Minecraft, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye now.